let's talk about one of the biggest shifts happening in the workplace right now, artificial intelligence. But this isn't really a story about humans being replaced. It's about how AI is completely rewriting the rules of leadership, and in the process, making one uniquely human skill more valuable than ever. In this explainer, we're going to dive into exactly what that skill is, and why it's about to become your single greatest asset.
See, it's not about man versus machine. It never was. The future of great leadership is a partnership. It's this idea of a handshake between our human empathy and AI's incredible intelligence. That concept, that human connection and machine computation, have to work together. That's the key to everything we're about to unpack.
Okay, so first things first, let's get a real handle on the scale of this change. Because we're not talking about something that's 5 or 10 years away. The AI disruption, it's here, and it is moving at an absolutely incredible speed.
Check out this single number because it reveals a huge gap. Pretty much every company out there is pouring money into AI, but only a tiny fraction, just 1%, feels like they've actually mastered it. What does that tell us? It tells us we are at the very, very beginning of a massive industry-wide transformation.
And of course, with that kind of transformation comes a very human reaction. While there's a ton of excitement, you've got about 41% of employees feeling pretty apprehensive about what AI means for them and their jobs. And that creates this central tension that leaders have to figure out: how to bridge the gap between this amazing technological opportunity and some very real human anxiety.
And make no mistake, this isn't just another tech trend or a new app on your phone. Experts are literally comparing the impact of AI to things like the steam engine or the internet. I mean, these are technologies that fundamentally reshape the very fabric of how we work and live. That's the scale we're talking about.
So what does all this disruption mean for leadership? Well, it brings us to the core argument of this whole explainer. As AI gets smarter and smarter, the very definition of what makes a great leader is going through a radical shift. It's moving away from what you know to how you connect.
So here's the change in a nutshell. It used to be that the best leader was the person with the highest IQ in the room, right? The technical expert who had all the answers. But now, AI can handle a lot of that. It can analyze the data, it can write the code, it can build the financial models. So the new leader's value, it comes from their EQ, their emotional intelligence. It's their ability to inspire a vision, to genuinely connect with their team, and to focus on developing their people.
And the why behind this shift is really simple. It's automation. By 2030, up to 30% of work hours in the US could be automated. And guess what's being targeted? It's those routine, cognitive, high IQ tasks. So when a machine can do something faster and better, a human's competitive advantage has to come from somewhere else.
And here's the proof right here, playing out in the job market. As the demand for those routine skills starts to fall off a cliff, look at what's skyrocketing. The demand for social and emotional skills is projected to jump by double digits. The jobs of the future are the jobs that require that human touch.
All of this data, all of these trends, they are all pointing to one single thing. In the age of artificial intelligence, the most critical leadership skill, the new superpower, isn't technical at all. It's emotional intelligence. So what is EQ, really? Well, in plain English, it's the ability to be smart about feelings, both your own and everyone else's. It's being self-aware enough to manage your own reactions and having the social skills to perceive and positively influence the people around you. It's empathy, self-regulation, and social skill all rolled into one. And if you're thinking, oh, that's just some soft, fluffy skill, well, take a look at these hard numbers. A whopping 90% of top performers have high EQ. Teams led by high EQ managers perform 25% better, and those leaders, they're 40% more effective at coaching. Emotional intelligence drives tangible, bottom-line results. It's not soft, it's strategic. I absolutely love this quote because it perfectly pivots us from what EQ is to how you actually use it. See, an emotionally intelligent leader isn't threatened by AI. They see it as a powerful tool, a partner that can make their team stronger, smarter, and way more effective. EQ is the key to creating that human-AI partnership.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like day to day? How do you really lead in this new world? Let's open up the playbook.
First up, it's all about mindset and the words you use. Don't frame AI as a competitor or a replacement. Frame it as a co-pilot. It's a tool that sits right alongside your team, handling the repetitive, routine work so they can focus on what humans do best, the creative, strategic, and collaborative parts of their jobs. That one simple shift in language can do wonders to reduce fear and get people excited. So here are the 4 pillars to make that Copilot idea a reality. And notice something here? None of these are about coding or data science. They are all deeply, fundamentally human. You have to create psychological safety so people feel they can experiment and ask questions without being afraid of failing. You have to really listen to their anxieties. You absolutely must provide the training they need to feel confident. And all of that builds the foundation for everything, a culture of trust.
Now this is where it gets really interesting, because there's a huge disconnect happening right now. A lot of leaders assume the biggest hurdle to adopting AI is employee resistance, but the data shows the exact opposite. Employees are often using AI at 3 times the rate their bosses even realize, and they see the real barrier as leadership not moving fast enough. A leader's own emotional intelligence and adaptability are more urgent than ever.
And that brings us to the ultimate bottom line. As AI takes on more and more of the analytical headwork, the data, the reports, the scheduling, a leader's core job fundamentally shifts to the heart work. Your main role becomes inspiring people, connecting with them, motivating them, and building a team that's resilient enough to navigate any change that comes their way.
So, this leaves us with a really important question for you to think about. When a machine can give you almost any answer you need, what is your unique value? All the evidence suggests it's no longer about what you know, it's about how you lead with empathy, with connection, with humanity. The real question is, are you ready to make that shift?
Because at the end of the day, it's not the technology that you should be worried about. The greatest risk is a failure to adapt our most human skills. The future of leadership belongs to those who get it, those who understand that technology is only as powerful as the people who use it.